Blood on the window pane? Not a detective, but... Oh, wait, I am. There's been a B&E. Yes, canaries were used for that.
Where's the bookseller? An old diary.
Yeah, I'm just... No bookseller present? Alright, then I guess I'm just gonna pick some shit up.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Alright, we'll come back to do this investigation after I see if there's any more books we can steal. Alright, what we get that medicine up to? Only 32? Jesus. Alright. A pootie tat. Yeah, my sanity getting fucked. I've been doing so good. Yo, Cass, why are you gifting subs? What are you doing? There's no sanity pills. I appreciate the 5 gifted subs. Oh yeah, no, I knew it was a Tweety reference. Don't you give me a mad face. Because you do what you... I'm just returning the favor. You get mad at me anytime that I give you any kind of gift. So... Don't give me gifted subs. Don't. Stop it. The game's actually pretty good. Trying to clear out some of these notifications real quick. No, it's going, oh yeah, some more medicine.
What happened here?
Yeah, it's going pretty good, but seriously, I do appreciate you giving
Let's
me
start
the 5 gifted subs.
Where did they break in from?
Bye. Thank you. No, game's pretty good.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Pretty enjoyable. We are on chapter 7.
To whom does this footprint belong?
Yes, to whom?
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
It took medicine to figure that out.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
I don't know if I would classify roaches as animals. I mean, there's only 2 rats.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Oh, fuck.
What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Everywhere at all time zones.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
But I am in serious trouble. I mean, you put them behind fucking books, man. I don't know if that automatically means you're in serious trouble, but okay, we'll set the mood. We'll allow it. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they be recovered and burned, funeral urn must be given to my mother. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates equity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. Lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found 3 cylinders each, hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for an organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. By chance, a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend, colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. Content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that's far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. Hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet? Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
I'm not entirely sure.
Arkham Editions.
Damn it.
Never heard of him. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
I feel like that's not really hidden.
Things are not looking good. A kind of chalice.
Alright, well. Where is the first one then? An Arkham edition. But where is the last fucking cylinder? 'Cause that's only 2 of them. Would I read the book? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna read the book.
Contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Hey, Shambler. Would have been cool if I could have got that knowledge before. Man, that shit. Fucking sanity. Just. Oh, I have all three. Did not realize I picked up the first one.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
I don't know if that, like...
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Let me pull up my handy dandy notebook. Alright, so number 1 I need to re-listen to. Number 2 is going to be white pieces left on the chessboard, and 3.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Alright, so it's either going to be number of them or it's going to be number 9.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it.
Alright, so
Queen has little protection.
To know its secrets.
We got 3 pieces left, so number 2 is going to be 3.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So combo is going to be 4, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So code should be 439. What did I do wrong?
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Said the red. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Okay. I can't count. Counting is important. I thought I went all big brain and I still fucked it up. Made myself look stupid. Alright. No, but we are getting Arkham Knights, which actually looks pretty good. a multiplayer Arkham game. Should be pretty fun. What's happening is we opened up the safe that was safeguarded, and we opened up the tome that had the Eye of Riley on the front. So I'm pretty sure the way that all this has been going on, of course, with the name Call of Cthulhu, that we are... I'm assuming there's 2 endings to the game, possibly 3, but I'm assuming that the endings are either you stop Cthulhu from being called into the world, or it ends with you... being the herald that brings Cthulhu back out of his slumber and destroy the world. It's not the same universe, but yeah. So you're getting the Suicide Squad game. It's gonna be 4 people, but
Dr. Cole,
you're also getting Arkham Knight.
Deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Yeah. But we're also getting Arkham Knight, and Arkham Knights is continuing
Severe
the Arkham storyline.
Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So it's after the events of what was the third Arkham game? Arkham Knight, right? So it's after the true ending with Bruce Wayne retiring, and you're gonna get to choose between Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, or Red Hood as the playable characters.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
I know all of those words.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated.
It's not
when
food.
Was his last IV?
It's not
He's
food.
constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond
Wait a
the
minute,
recommended
Cass,
dose
I
to
am-
no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Cass, I'm severely disappointed in you because I know for a fact that you watched I know that you watched what was the new Sabrina called? Adventures of Sabrina, Dark Adventure, whatever, on Netflix. I know you watched them. So I know. Yeah, you just finished all of it. So if you just finished it, then remember when she had one of the Eldritch horrors inside of her? That's literally what's happening. So it's not food in the belly. It's a parasitic
Did you examine
squid
his
or
abdomen?
octopus.
It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No.
Yeah.
Can't you recognize
He's carrying
an
a baby
edema?
George.
Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
baby
can't have
tentacle.
decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If
Yeah.
we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
First of all, I just want to say, fuck this unnamed nurse number one. I was gonna say, was that supposed to be a threat? She took my fucking line. She doesn't even have a name. I'm mad.
Don't you get involved in this. You've done enough already.
But doctor, this man is dying.
There's nothing we can do about it. He's in the hands of Dr. Fuller. Do you wish to end up like Elizabeth? With a diploma from Nightingale and the chores of a cleaning lady?
No. You're right.
Let me do my own investigation. It's time I found those missing files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
What do you mean, judging? You're a fucking doctor.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. This place draws you in and never lets you go. Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
What will I do?
Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
I just saved your life. You can say fucking thank you. No? Alright.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Hay fever. Do you have bi fever?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
Pour one out for the Rough
What are you
Rider?
talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was
Yeah.
all rotten and I fell straight through.
Yeah, I saw
And that's how you broke your back.
DMX
Perhaps.
gone.
No idea. Passed out.
Didn't
Why
make
did
it.
nobody tell me about her admission?
Wasn't able to recover
Mrs.
from.
Sanders?
Wasn't able to recover from the overdose.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
I have a feeling that we're gonna have to grab that later.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is Dr. Fuller. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless. I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make
It's
this
temperamental, if
And
I
I'm the
understand
one who
correctly.
pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk. You naughty girl. And the answer
Naughty.
is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be traveled.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Oh, well. At least we won't have to clean for a while.
You just wait and see the next time the waters come. It's a real show.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
You.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
You're in operation.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
I don't have any business in the boiler room. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Says I don't have business, but alright, let's see if it'll let me pick up the key now.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
No?
everybody says it. She's a witch.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. I just had to talk to her real quick. Now I should be able to get it.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
You are a tool.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Alright. Go get yelled at. Go get yelled at.
At last. The missing the Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Damn it.
I've unlocked something. Patient file. I was right.
Whew, I was struggling just a little bit with that.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins.
Why is Ethan on medication? This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Like her burnt shoe. You bastard.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Well, that's a lot of blood. Doctor?
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You stuck me with something small and pokey. Hey.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right.
Sure, why not?
I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Man, his lip is vibrating. His upper lip was like, we're going 20 miles per hour.